big brother! Father and mother are both... I don't understand. Just who could do something like this?
My foolish little brother. Mangekyo Sharingan!
Did Itachi make the correct choice? As fans of the Naruto series, we often see this question brought up of whether Itachi dropping the curtain on his clan's history for the sake of the Leaf Village was correct or not. If you've ever seen any discussion, whether it be on Twitter, Discord, or even another YouTube video, then you know the answer surrounding this question varies widely among the fanbase, and for good reason. It's a choice that, no matter what you make, something bad will come of it. It can honestly be equated to choosing the lesser of two evils, considering where your moral compass lies, obviously. We, as fans, already are aware of what happened because of the actions Itachi made the night of the Uchiha Massacre, and how it led his brother, Sasuke, down a dark path of revenge. That he would willingly give up his body to Orochimaru if it meant he could one day take down the man who caused him to live the nightmare of that night.
Sasuke! お前は俺にとっての新たな光だ!
Directly after the death match with Itachi, he would be confronted with the truth of his brother's actions. That Itachi did not only let him win that battle, but that everything he did, everything Sasuke condemned him for, would be to protect him. This shocking revelation would cause Sasuke to have a complete mental breakdown and cause him to spiral down another path of revenge. One even more extreme and violent than what he previously just acted out. Something that would deter everything his brother worked towards for the last remaining years of his life. Honestly, his entire life, ever since he became a shinobi. Ever since he experienced true war, the destruction of the Leaf Village. We know just how much Itachi cared for the Leaf Village and what he sacrificed to keep it safe by any means necessary. But the question is, did Itachi make the right choice? For me to answer that question, we need to understand 4 crucial things that will give us this answer. 1. Who is Itachi Uchiha? 2. Why did he hold so much affection for the Leaf? And why was he so passionate toward the Leaf Village? To the point where he would put the village above the clan that he was born into. 3. What were the consequences if he didn't go through with the Uchiha Massacre? And 4. What is morality? Before I continue on with this video, if you all could give it a like, make a small comment, and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel out tremendously and lets the video be seen by more people who would also enjoy this type of content. Now, let's get back to the video. So, who is Itachi Uchiha? Itachi was a prominent character in the Naruto series. Born into the Uchiha clan, Itachi was a prodigious shinobi known for his exceptional talent and intelligence. He possessed a deep-rooted love and affection for the Hidden Leaf Village. Itachi's admiration for the Leaf stemmed from several factors. Firstly, the war. He had witnessed the horrors of war at a very young age, specifically the Third Great Ninja War. The experience of that war truly did make him appreciate the value of peace and stability that the Leaf represented. Itachi understood that the village provided a haven for its people, fostering a sense of community and protecting its citizens, that the village was more than his clan. He held a strong sense of loyalty towards the Leaf. He believed in the village's ideals and the system it had established. His loyalty to the Leaf extended beyond mere allegiance. He genuinely did care for the well-being of the village and its inhabitants. In short, he understood that protecting the Leaf Village meant safeguarding the lives of countless innocent people, people that extended beyond his mere clan. So, where does Itachi's affection for the Leaf stem from? Well, if you've watched Naruto, then it should be no surprise that Itachi's affection for the village was rooted in his desire to ensure a secure and prosperous future for all its residents, and also his personal connections. He had friends and comrades within the village whom he cherished deeply. His dedication to his younger brother, Sasuke, was a major driving force behind his love for the village. Itachi truly did want Sasuke to grow up in a peaceful environment, free from the darkness that had plagued their clan and from the war he had experienced all those years ago. So, in summary, Itachi Uchiha's profound affection for the Leaf was a result of his first-hand experiences of war, his belief in the village's ideals, his loyalty to its system, which is the Will of Fire, and his personal connections within the community. And as we know, Itachi's love for the village was a guiding force in his decisions and actions throughout the series, ultimately shaping his destiny and tragic legacy. Now, what were the consequences of both of his choices? We all know Danzo had given him two options. One, to either eradicate his entire clan, be looked at as a criminal, and have his younger brother's life spared, or two, to fight with his clan and inevitably perish alongside his fellow clansmen, including his younger brother. If Itachi had chosen to carry out the extermination of the Uchiha clan, which he did ultimately decide on, it would have resulted in the following consequences. To make it a bit simpler, let me separate it by letter. So, A. Loss of Uchiha influence. The Uchiha clan was one of the most influential families in the Hidden Leaf Village, known for their exceptional abilities in ninjutsu. With their extermination, the village would have lost a significant source of power and expertise. B. Weakening of the Leaf. The extermination of the Uchiha clan would have left the village in a vulnerable state. The loss of skilled Uchiha would weaken the village's defenses, making it more susceptible to external threats. And finally, C. Psychological trauma for Itachi. Itachi, burdened by the guilt of killing his own family members, would be haunted by the consequences of his actions. The guilt and trauma he experienced would affect him throughout his entire life, ultimately leading to his self-imposed exile and involvement with Akatsuki. If Itachi had chosen not to exterminate the Uchiha clan, the consequences could have been as follows. A. War and chaos. The Hidden Leaf Village would have faced an internal conflict as the Uchiha clan sought to gain control and address what they believed to be injustices against them. This civil war could have resulted in widespread chaos, destruction, and loss of life. It was also feared that this disruption could cause external forces to attack the Leaf, inevitably leading to an early Fourth Great Ninja War. B. Possible village destruction. So, in the midst of the Uchiha uprising, the village could have suffered severe damage or even complete destruction. The Uchiha's power and knowledge of the village's weaknesses could have potentially tipped the scales in their favor, leading to a potential downfall of the Hidden Leaf. C. Loss of innocent lives. In the event of a civil war, innocent villagers would have become collateral damage. The conflict would have resulted in numerous casualties, undermining the harmony and peace of the village. And lastly, D. Negative reputation for the Leaf. The failure to prevent a civil war would have tarnished the reputation of the Hidden Leaf village. The village would have potentially been seen as a place unable to maintain peace and resolve internal conflicts, leading to strained relationships with other ninja villages. It's important to note that Itachi's decision to exterminate the Uchiha clan was ultimately influenced by his desire to protect the village, his brother Sasuke, and to prevent further bloodshed. The consequences of his choices were undoubtedly difficult to bear, both for Itachi personally and for the village as a whole. The complexity and moral ambiguity surrounding these choices continue to be a subject of debate among fans of Naruto. But what was the correct choice? Was he just? What of his morality? Morality plays a crucial role in this decision. One could look at the scenario Itachi was faced with and closely equate it to the well-known moral dilemma of the trolley problem. And for those of you who don't exactly know what this is or haven't heard of it until this point, allow me to explain it for you. The trolley problem is a well-known ethical dilemma in philosophy that presents a scenario where a person is faced with a moral decision regarding the redirection of a runaway trolley or tram that is on course to harm multiple individuals. The problem, originally formulated by philosopher Philippa Foot in the 1960s, has since been a subject of extensive discussion and analysis. The basic version of the trolley problem goes as follows. Imagine there is a trolley rushing down a track, and ahead there are 5 people tied up and unable to move. You are standing at a lever that can divert the trolley onto a different track. However, on that alternate track, there is one person also tied up. So you have 2 options. 1, do nothing and allow the trolley to continue on its current path, resulting in the death of 5 people. Or 2, pull the lever, diverting the trolley to the other track, causing the death of the one person tied up there, but saving the lives of the other 5 people. This dilemma lies in deciding between these 2 options, both of which lead to the loss of human life. The trolley problem forces individuals to grapple with ethical theories such as consequentialism and deontological ethics, and explore their own moral intuitions. Several variations of the trolley problem exist, introducing different elements that may impact one's decision-making. For instance, some versions involve pushing a person off a bridge to stop the trolley, sacrificing 1 life to save 5. Other variations include scenarios where the individuals on the tracks have different attributes, such as age, occupation, or personal relationships, which may introduce additional moral considerations, which falls more in line with the Uchiha massacre. The trolley problem serves as a thought experiment to explore how individuals make ethical choices when faced with situations that involve sacrificing some lives to save others. It raises questions about the value of individual lives, the morality of actively causing harm versus allowing harm to occur, and the trade-offs between different ethical principles. The trolley problem has been widely debated in moral philosophy, psychology, and other fields, contributing to discussions surrounding moral decision-making and the nature of ethical reasoning. Now that school lesson is over, allow me to ask you, is sacrificing your entire family for the sake of the village correct? Given your familial connection and loyalty to your family, would it be ethical to slay everyone in the leaf to protect your clan? Or because of the benefits the village brings to everyone as a whole, would it make it right to get rid of the ones who threaten to disrupt that for everyone else, even if those people are your family? So, what is morality? Ready for another school lesson? Well, I hope so, because I'm going to define it for you. Morality refers to a system of principles, values, and judgments that determine what is right or wrong, good or bad, and acceptable or unacceptable within a given society or an individual's personal beliefs. It is a fundamental aspect of human behavior and concerns the distinction between actions that are considered morally right and those that are morally wrong. Morality guides individuals and societies in making decisions and evaluating the consequences and ethical implications of their actions. It provides a framework for determining what is considered virtuous, just, and fair. Morality influences our behavior, shapes our relationships with others, and helps establish social norms and standards. Morality can be influenced by various factors, including cultural, religious, philosophical, and personal beliefs. Different cultures and societies may have different moral codes and ethical frameworks, leading to diverse perspectives on what is considered morally acceptable. Ethical theories and philosophical perspectives offer different approaches to understanding morality. These include consequentialism, which focuses on the consequences of actions; deontological ethics, which emphasizes adherence to moral duties and principles; and also virtue ethics, which emphasizes the development of virtuous character traits. It's important to note that discussion on morality can be complex and can involve disagreements and varying interpretations. While there are certain universal moral principles that are widely accepted across cultures, there's also moral questions and dilemmas that can be subject to debate and differing opinions. Overall, morality serves as a guide for individuals and societies to navigate ethical decision-making and to strive for actions that promote the well-being and flourishing of individuals and communities. So, given that example of the trolley dilemma and the definition of morality, did Itachi make the right moral choice for doing what he did? Itachi Uchiha's decision to exterminate his entire clan is a morally complex and controversial action, but it can be argued that, based on the definition of morality provided, he made the right moral decision under the circumstances he faced. Let's examine how Itachi's actions align with certain moral principles and values. 1. Utilitarianism, also known as consequentialism. Utilitarianism focuses on the consequences of actions, aiming to maximize overall happiness and minimize suffering. In the case of Itachi, he believed that by sacrificing the few, his clan members, for the greater good, the safety and stability of the Hidden Leaf, he would prevent a civil war that could cause immense suffering, loss of innocent lives, and potentially lead to the destruction of the village. By choosing to eradicate his clan, Itachi aimed to achieve the best possible outcome in terms of overall well-being for the village and its inhabitants. 2. Deontological ethics. Deontological ethics emphasizes adherence to moral duties and principles. Itachi's decision can be viewed as an extreme manifestation of the lesser evil principle. Facing a terrible choice between two morally reprehensible outcomes, one allowing the Uchiha clan to rebel and plunge the village into chaos, or 2. eradicating his own clan. Itachi chose to prevent the greater evil, the civil war, by committing the lesser evil, eradicating his clan. His intention was to protect the village and his younger brother Sasuke, making this decision driven by a sense of duty and responsibility. And lastly, 3. Virtue ethics. Virtue ethics focuses on developing virtuous character traits. Itachi's actions can be seen as a sacrifice driven by his virtuous character. He took on the burden of being a pariah and being hated and misunderstood by others to protect his village and Sasuke. Although the act of eradicating his clan was inherently tragic, his intentions and motivations can be interpreted as virtuous, as he acted out of a deep sense of love, duty, and loyalty. However, it is essential to acknowledge the moral ambiguity of Itachi's decision. Taking the lives of his family members was an extreme and ethically questionable action, even if it aimed to prevent further bloodshed. Many argue that there could have been alternate solutions that didn't involve mass murder, such as negotiating with the Uchiha clan, seeking support from influential figures, or even disclosing Danzo's involvement in the plot. Ultimately, the moral evaluation of Itachi's decisions rests on one's interpretation of the situation and the moral principles they prioritize. The Naruto series delves into the complexity of this choice and the emotional toll it took on Itachi, highlighting that even morally motivated actions can have deeply troubling consequences. The analysis of Itachi's moral decision remains a subject of debate and contemplation among fans and ethicists, underscoring the richness of moral dilemmas within fiction and their reflection of real-life ethical challenges. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I truly do appreciate it and all the support that's given to me. It really does make my day to make this content for you all. I truly do enjoy every process of it. Yes, even the grueling editing process, but it truly is all worth it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video with your friends or anywhere else you may think people would enjoy content like this. I would love to bring more people to this community. As always, my socials are posted in the description below if you want to see what else I may get into. A few of you have followed me already, and we've chatted a bit, and I have enjoyed our discussions. But until next time, and this is always the saddest part of the video, I'll see you later. Was that a moral goodbye?